Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Family Service and Children's Aid Chief Operating Officer Sarah Sabin, veteran hot air balloon pilot and book author Craig Elliott with Michelle Elliott. From Jackson District Library for JDL Picks Services, Christina Stuck. From Spring Arbor University for the SAU Open Golf Scramble, Major Gifts Officer Nick Balser. And for the U.S. Women's National Hot Air Balloon Championships and the Jackson Hot Air Jubilee, Angela Madden with Moira Madden. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David. Good afternoon. And welcome. Great to be with you on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Right now it's 79 degrees, nothing but sunshine for the rest of today, and a high of 85. Winds will be light and out of the west. A clear night tonight, a very comfortable 62. A beautiful day tomorrow, but warming up a bit more, sunny and a high of 89 as we hit the halfway point of July and what some consider the halfway point of summer. Wednesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. The chance will increase later in the afternoon. High of 88. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms to start the day. A high of 85. And Friday, maybe some showers, but the weekend looks pretty good. Mostly sunny on Saturday and Sunday with a high in the mid-80s, and that'll be good because the Hot Air Jubilee is this coming weekend. Today's weather brought to you by Kelly Express. Friendly folks at Kelly Express. You can get the lottery tickets at Kelly Express. Powerball is creeping up for tonight. Also, your favorite snacks and beverages cool off in the walk-in beer well at many locations. And grab a slice of pizza for $1.99. Or you can get a whole pizza, 2-item, for just $13.99 all summer long during the 100 days of summer at Kelly Express. Look outside and see the beautiful day we have. The haze. I'm seeing some haze.
Off in the distance.
You know, we do, I am seeing some predictions of smoke and air quality because of fires still burning in the West and in Canada. And the air advisories are more toward our west, but we do, for the smoke, but we do have an air advisory for today, not a crisp, clear afternoon. Yeah, so limit your
good time to stay home and watch JTV.
That's right. Limit your time outdoors, stay inside.
For sure.
Watch JTV.
Fresh indoor air.
Today is July 14th, and to all our Frenchmen and women who are tuned in today, happy Bastille Day. It's today, the 14th, and they've been doing this, celebrating, since 1790, because it was on this day that the French stormed the Bastille. And that was a prison. At the time, there were only 7 people in there. This was considered the storming of the Bastille, a very major event in the French Revolution. So for French, it's like the 4th of July. And it's actually called the 14th of July. But in France, because they use a different language than us, it is called 14 Juillet, which means, Brandon?
14th of July.
14th of July, yes. It's also being called Fête Nationale. The whole country shuts down as it was the central event of the French Revolution. And in France, a lot of the country takes the whole month off. It's a big holiday, the whole month. It's also Pandemonium Day, National Mac and Cheese Day, National Tape Measure Day.
Do we still have any more of that macaroni and cheese ice cream?
No, it was a flop.
It was.
Yeah, we ordered it.
Figured we could have some
It
today
was
for
one
Mac
of
and
those
Cheese Day.
crazy novelty ice creams. I think a couple of years. It might have even been during the pandemic. It's been a while.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was terrible. It was the worst thing. It really was the worst thing I've ever had. And I've had some bad things. It's also, did I mention Shark Awareness Day? For fun, this year I did watch parts of the 50th anniversary of Jaws, and unfortunately I watched it on AMC and they cut out some of the movie. So I don't know why.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to find the whole thing somewhere.
So,
But
yeah, 80% of the time the shark did not operate properly for filming.
Yeah.
That's incredible. He got through the movie.
and the shark never showed up till the movie was 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, the part that I was upset was cut out, there was a guy that was in the lagoon, what did they call that? It was the basin, and his leg got chopped off by the shark, it fell to the bottom, and they never said another word about the guy and the rest of the movie. So it's also the anniversary of the dedication of the George Washington Carver National Monument. This happened in 1953 in Missouri. It was the first site to honor a Black American, and there's a whole national park surrounding the statue of George Washington Carver. On this day in 1931, Governor Warren Greene of South Dakota made an urgent plea to President Herbert Hoover for assistance as the whole state of South Dakota was being invaded. Brandon, any guess? 1931 now. What was the governor upset about? The invasion? What or who invaded? It wasn't just South Dakota. It was pretty much
Like dust fires.
close. It was during the dust. We did have dust. It was a drought. It was grasshoppers. Grasshoppers descended on the state and they ate all the plants. Plus, it was the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl. It was not a pleasant time to be in South Dakota. They destroyed 11,000 square miles of crops. Wow. So with that, the drought, the dust storms, the depression, and then the lack of crops, hunger, it was a horrible time. On this day in 1968, Atlanta Braves slugger Hank Aaron hit the 500th home run of his career. It was a 4-2 win over the San Francisco Giants. In 1850, imagine, 1850, we had no electricity. Do we have electricity? We had no electricity, 1850.
Is that an umbrella? Does someone have one umbrella when no one else does in the background there above his head?
Yes, it's for the sun. This is Atlanta. It's
Okay.
very
Oh, there's
hot.
two, okay.
Yeah,
You
there's
can't do that
actually-
today.
There's two now. Yeah, in the front row. They were probably afraid they'd get hit with the ball.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was just curious.
Very observant, Brandon.
Thank you.
All right, so 1850, the first public demonstration of ice made via refrigeration by a doctor in Florida, Dr. John Gorey. Imagine this, middle of July, Florida, the guy makes ice. Never before seen. All the ice that people had came out of the lakes that was stored from the winter. So very little ice remained in Florida in the middle of July. So it was pretty revolutionary. He was able to make ice by refrigeration. So that was pretty cool. Big day in Florida. And on this day in 1969, Easy Rider, directed by Dennis Hopper, starring himself, along with Peter Fonda and Jack Nicholson, was released. And it was one of those movies that people have a memory of seeing people my age, maybe and older, remembering seeing the movie. Nobody liked it at the time, and then when they saw it again in more recent years, they liked it even less.
It's that bad?
It was that. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was. It was one of those movies that was went against the grain of filmmaking, and it was counterculture, and it was widely accepted by many people. The counterculture, but it really wasn't a good movie. And on this day, that's it. Everything that's happened, that's pretty much it. It was a quiet day because it's middle of July and not a lot was going on anywhere, anytime in history. Now, Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. And today, getting underway is Monster Box Theater Summer Performance Camp at the Michigan Theater of Jackson. Still a chance to get your kid in it. It's for ages 10 to 16. They do it tonight, so you have a chance to get in. They do all kinds of education on theater, all aspects of stage performance taught by professional actors and directors. Information at monsterboxtheater.com. You can still get in. It starts tonight. It runs from 6 to 8:30 for, I think, 4 nights. Today, Richard Paul, ventriloquist, begins his run at the Jackson District Library. He will be performing his Family Fun variety show. Now, today's show has already started at Concord, but there's another one at the Meyer branch at 4 p.m., the Grass Lake branch tomorrow at 10:30, Eastern branch tomorrow at 1 p.m. The program is part of the Summer Discover series. They do ask that you register ahead of time, and you can do that at myjdl.com. And if Monster Box Theater wasn't busy enough with their summer camp, they are putting on the Monster Box Comedy Improv tonight at the Iron Bark Brewery on Kibbe Road from 7 till 9 p.m., a free night of comedy improv games. That's it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Well, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We certainly had great weather. A little bit of rain fell, but not as much, I think, as people were afraid of. It did not ruin any of the events that we had. Let's go back to the Learning Fair on Thursday and Friday, held at Northwest Elementary. This event has been going on for decades. A group of manufacturers actually started the Learning Fair, and we had, I think, the biggest turnout of all the history of Learning Fair that goes, I think, nearly 30 years. Kids of all ages attended, and I believe JTV's own David Barker was there, because David, did you notice today, Brandon, is wearing a Learning
I
Fair
noticed that, yeah.
T-shirt. Yeah. Thanks to all those put on this great event, all the sponsors and volunteers. Great time. On Friday night, it was the Cascades Palooza at the Cascades Falls. 90s night, and a pretty good turnout, enjoying the music of Cray and his band. There was a beer tent, food trucks, and of course the beautiful Cascades Falls. Cascades is a great place to enjoy summer. We've got family nights on Wednesdays, Cascades Rotary Band Shell concerts on Saturday night, and special events throughout the summer, and of course the falls, and the splash pad, and the acres and acres of walking trails, ponds, lagoons, and beauty. It was the weekend for Grass Lake Traffic Jammin', 15th annual. This event begins with the ORS Running Series event presented by M&K. The ORS Running Series has another event coming up, Run Clark Lake. That's coming up next. But we had a great turnout. They extended the starting area on Friday night, so it wasn't so crammed, because we got such a turnout to be at the start of Traffic Jammin', because we have live entertainment. Braden Lape starting things off. There's the exclusive metal, and all the other fun that went on. Food trucks, bounce houses, entertainment all night long, all day long on Saturday. Thanks to great participation, great volunteers, and all this money raised with Traffic Jam and supports nonprofits and charities in the greater Grass Lake community. This event began 15 years ago as a kind of a way to have some fun things to do in and around the Great Lakes hydroplane boat races that began on Grass Lake. And most of the time over these last 15 years they've had the hydroplane boat races. They've been back, they're back. They were back Saturday and Sunday. And here are some great shots from JTV's John Lucas Jr. of the hydroplane racers. Kids are piloting these boats that are going up to 75 miles an hour. A lot of fun, great time, beautiful day on beautiful Grass Lake. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today, and we're glad you're with us because we are going to start the show off as the week starts of the Hot Air Jubilee. We have Craig Elliott, who is an author of a book. He's from the Balloon Addicts, and Michelle Elliott. They are going to release their new book at the Jubilee this weekend. We'll hear all about it. Christina Stuck from the Jackson District Library. The library has this new thing where if you can't decide on what book to read, they will help you. It's kind of like Netflix, you know, it's like they know what you want to watch next. Mm-hmm. Well, the library knows what you want to read next. Nick Bouster will be here from Spring Arbor University getting ready for the SAU Open, their annual golf outing. And Angela Madden and Moira Madden will be with us, balloon pilots, both of them. And they are participating in the Women's Hot Air Balloon National Championships, which are all this week leading up to this weekend's Hot Air Jubilee. All this and more here today on JTV, and we will get started right after this.